Have you ever wondered what makes up those tiny droplets that fall from the sky? Have you ever been caught in a rainstorm and felt the cool drops on your skin? It's a refreshing feeling, isn't it? But there's more to those drops than meets the eye.
Rain is essential for life, helping plants grow and keeping our planet hydrated. It nourishes the earth, replenishes our water sources, and supports ecosystems. But did you know that rain isn't always pure water? Sometimes it carries more than just H2O. Sometimes it can contain things that make it a bit sour. This phenomenon is known as acid rain. Imagine squeezing lemon juice into a glass of water. That's kind of what happens with acid rain. The rainwater mixes with pollutants in the air, creating a more acidic solution.
Now, don't worry, you won't turn into a lemon if you get caught in acid rain. It's not dangerous to touch, but it can have harmful effects on the environment. But it's important to understand why acid rain happens and how we can protect our environment from it. Industrial emissions and vehicle exhaust are major contributors. So put on your thinking caps, grab your imaginary lab coats, and let's dive into the science behind this sour subject. Together we can learn how to make a difference.
Before we dive into the topic of acid rain, it's essential to understand how regular rain works. Let's take a closer look at the fascinating process behind it. Picture this. Water from vast oceans, serene lakes, and flowing rivers gets heated by the sun's powerful rays. This heat causes the water to turn into vapor, which then rises high into the atmosphere. As this water vapor ascends, it cools down and begins to condense, forming clouds. These clouds look like fluffy cotton balls floating in the sky, don't they? When these clouds become saturated with water vapor, tiny droplets start to form. Eventually, these droplets grow heavy enough to fall back to the earth as rain, nourishing the land below. This incredible journey of water from liquid to vapor and back again is known as the water cycle. It's a continuous and vital process that sustains life on our planet. Now, even regular rain has a slight acidity to it, similar to the mild tang of a lemon drink. This is perfectly natural and usually harmless. This slight acidity occurs because rainwater mixes with naturally occurring substances in the air, such as carbon dioxide. However, when pollution from factories and vehicles enters the atmosphere, it can make the rain much more acidic, leading to what we call acid rain. This can have harmful effects on the environment and living organisms.
Remember those factories with tall chimneys puffing out smoke, or cars zooming down the street? While these things are part of our daily lives, they also release pollutants into the air.
These pollutants, like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, mix with the water vapor in the atmosphere. Imagine adding vinegar to that lemon water we talked about earlier. It becomes even more acidic, right? That's what happens when pollution mixes with rain. The rain becomes more acidic than usual, and that's what we call acid rain. From trees to buildings, it's trouble. Acid rain is a serious environmental issue that affects both natural and man-made structures. Acid rain might sound cool, but it doesn't have superpowers like invisibility or super strength. Instead, it has a different kind of power, a destructive one.
Instead, it has super harmful effects on our environment. The pollutants in the air mix with rainwater, creating a toxic brew that falls back to Earth. When acid rain falls on trees, it's like giving them a sour bath. This acidic water can strip away essential nutrients from the soil, leaving trees weak and vulnerable. It damages their leaves and makes it harder for them to absorb nutrients from the soil. Over time, this can lead to stunted growth and even the death of the trees.
Acid rain also pollutes lakes and rivers, making the water too acidic for fish and other aquatic animals to survive. This can disrupt entire ecosystems, affecting not just fish, but also the birds and mammals that rely on these water bodies. Imagine having to swim in lemon juice. Not very pleasant, right? That's what it's like for fish and other aquatic creatures when acid rain contaminates their habitats.
Even buildings and statues made of stone can be affected by acid rain. Historical monuments and modern structures alike are at risk. It's like their surfaces are slowly being eaten away, causing damage over time. This erosion can lead to costly repairs and the loss of cultural heritage.
The good news is that we can all be superheroes and fight against acid rain.
One way is to reduce air pollution by using less energy. Turn off lights when you leave a room, unplug electronics when you're not using them, and ask your parents if you can walk, bike or carpool instead of driving everywhere.
Another way to combat acid rain is by planting trees. Trees act like giant air filters, absorbing pollutants and releasing clean oxygen. Plus, they provide shade, homes for animals, and make our surroundings more beautiful.